What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl janiaaaliyah, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be installing some jumbo butterfly locks. I guess I don't remember the names for all the locks, but some jumbo locks. Y'all, I have really been into the jumbo styles lately because who trying to sit here for 8 to 10 hours? Not me. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and show y'all how I have the hair set up before I get into how I'm actually going to do the hair. So without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, this is how I have the hair set up on my little threading thing or whatever. And so I have them on here 2 locks a piece because these are just some old locks that I did probably like a year ago and just had so much hair left over, and so I wanted them to be a little longer. And so with that being said, that's why I'm going to be doubling them to add more length. And then over here I have my expressions hair that I'm going to be using to wrap around my real hair, and I'll link both of these hair things that I'm using in the description box because I believe that you can find them both on Amazon. So let's get into it. So to start up this style, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the parting. So obviously this is completely up to preference. I knew for a fact that I wanted them to be jumbo, but obviously how big your jumbo is completely up to you. I did not count my braids, but you will probably see how many I have in my head throughout this style. And so the way I typically start off parting for my jumbo styles is I like to line it up with the top of my ear. So that's why y'all keep seeing me putting the comb back to my ear to make sure it's lined up where I want it. And so that's just kind of how I base like my initial first line of braids, which that's only going to be 2 braids right there. Once you get those first few sections parted out, the way I start my jumbo locks is I comb through the hair just to make sure the gel is like nice and laying that hair down, and I just do a plait. And when I do the plait, I try to braid it like not necessarily as tight, but just kind of make sure all the hair is in place, so that way it'll kind of eliminate some of the thickness of the lock at the beginning. And because this braid is going to be so big, y'all see me crochet the lock in towards the middle of the braid, not the end because you don't want the lock to be able to slip out, but towards the middle. So that way I'll be wrapping, and not only will I be wrapping kind of the braid, giving it like a slimmer like beginning to the braid, but I'll also be wrapping the lock to the braid as well, which y'all see me doing right here. Once we get towards the end of the lock to the part where we are connecting them, as y'all saw me do previously, I literally just crochet the beginning of the second lock into the end of the first lock, and then I take some of that Marley hair and I go and wrap them together. And so that's the easiest way that I found to do them. I've seen other people try to unravel the end of the lock and then braid the hair in together, but I found that these locks that I was using were a lot harder to try to unravel than it was to just poke a little hole in it and then loop that extra lock through. So yeah, that's basically this tutorial, and so y'all can see me just finishing the rest of my head, parting and going through it. I highly recommend, which y'all won't see me do in the first half of this video, but I highly recommend going through and doing your parts, your plaits ahead of time, and also just putting the locks into your braids ahead of time, so that way all you're doing after you do that is wrapping, because it goes by so much faster that way.
Nurturing like personal relationships go, and you know, trying to build things like a family or a relationship, or I don't do any of that. I just kind of work.
Warrior. Hey, I don't cop things for resale, don't do iCloud, don't do email. Feds wanna top up, man, and wild, man, like Chubbs did detail. Back when Ricky was doing up Teasdale, I was doing dinner with Teasy. I didn't trust no one, swore got line, niggas got too greasy. Miko never move Nike, sweatsuit Nike, sweatsuit DG. If man get beaky, ring, call up Gigi, pull him up neatly. Used to look up to a man from certain ends with tune on repeat. Thought he was a bad boy then till man got pinched and man went PC. Man went PC just like Dell and Windows, some man been those. Before I was ever around Kendos, I was in Enzo, dreaming of Enzos. The woman that I do end up with has to be a black girl just like Munchie. Can't have no pretentious ting when I know this road gets bumpy. Word to the broski J, he got different names in different countries. 3 whaps in a whip and we beat that case where man like way too comfy. I don't do well with people making disses and making threats. Warrior man got flown like private jets for way less. I I know you try to get one down on us, ever since then it's been stress. Cause you know the reps, them owe you one, and we always pay them debts. Wassa, just like the Crody press, I don't do no pasta. Link with Skull and cousin Jamie, and y'all know we def on Gaza. Pasha, Sasha, pissed I was way too young at the time for slashings. You niggas spend too much time on captions, not enough time on action. Pick one man with slaps that's rapping, I bet he don't want no clashes. The LB pouch on chest is just for fashion, niggas just acting. Are you dumb or stupid? The wheels on the roses, chromas, headshot domas. Just checked in at a hotel floor that we on, got potent aromas. OVO XO link up, man, them drink up, me and the drillers. Hawking sticks and cash and Baka, Gucci, P and Gilla. And the boy that sound like he sang on Thriller, you know that's been my nigga. Yeah, we just had to fix things, family 6 things, we can't split up. As for the rest of the game, I'll do man dirty, man, I get 2 time. To me, that's just our side, I don't really care who rides on whose side. Bring 10 shots to the poolside, never seen none of these grown men outside. 4301, won't spare no one, niggas gotta know about Southside. Stepping out of line, get outlined, and you know I'm tied up stateside. Bring a man down when it takes sides, trying to get saved by the bell like Bayside. Prince, I carry that last name, that shit stays on me like brand names. Jazz just lined up brand new hantings, and nice guy on a mat team. Everyone I know has code names, anyone I'm
Alright y'all, so here is the final look, and y'all, I actually really love them, and cause y'all know I really wanted me some locks, but I didn't want anything that took too long, so I'm gonna stand up and show y'all how long they are. So they're about like waist bra length, and I guess just for reference when you go in order, this is technically 20 inches because I used two 10-inch two 10-inch locks, and I put them together, so this is about 20 inches. And y'all, I love them. I would have never thought to do no jumbo locks, but they came out so cute, y'all. But anyways, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hopefully this tutorial really helped y'all out, encouraged or inspired y'all to do this style. So you already know, smack that subscribe button down below, and I will see y'all on my next video.